A homeless girl slipped Ozzy a note. What he read changed his life. She slipped Ozzy Osbourne a tiny folded note on the street. And when he opened it, his hands began to shake. If you love emotional true life stories, subscribe to Voices of Darkness. And don't forget to like and share this video with everyone you know. It was a freezing November evening in downtown Los Angeles. The kind of night where even the streetlights shivered. Ozzy Osbourne walked with his hands deep inside his coat pockets, shoulders slightly hunched, trying not to attract attention. Fame was a crown he wore with pride on stage, but on the street, it felt heavier than leather and iron. He had just finished a small charity event and was trying to get to his car without causing a crowd. His security was somewhere behind him, distracted by a call. Then he saw her, a tiny girl sitting on a piece of cardboard near an old brick wall. Maybe 10, maybe 11. Dirty hoodie, torn jeans, hair messy, falling over her eyes. But what froze Ozzy in place wasn't her condition. It was her smile, the soft, gentle smile that didn't belong to someone who had spent the night on concrete. She looked up, and for a moment their eyes met. Ozzy felt something sharp twist inside him. He had seen thousands of faces, thousands of souls, thousands of broken hearts. But this girl, something about her felt wrongly familiar. He stepped closer. She didn't ask for money. She didn't ask for food. She didn't even move. Instead, she whispered, "Sir, can you please read this?" Her small hand extended forward, holding a folded piece of paper. Ozzy blinked. No fan had ever approached him like this. No child had ever sounded this serious. He hesitated, then took the note. The girl instantly looked away, hugging her knees, as if she had handed him a piece of her soul. Ozzy unfolded the paper. The world around him stopped. The note was written in shaky handwriting. "My name is Lily. Please don't leave me here. I have nowhere to go. My mom disappeared 2 days ago. I'm scared." Ozzy's throat closed. This wasn't a child begging for money. This wasn't someone wanting a selfie. This was a cry for help. "Lily, where's your home?" Ozzy asked softly. She shook her head. "Home left me." Ozzy felt the air leave his lungs. He knelt in front of her, ignoring the cold pavement biting into his knees. "How long have you been out here?" "Since Friday." Friday. That was 4 nights ago. Her fingers were blue from cold. Her lips were cracked. Her shoes were so worn the fabric was peeling. "How old are you?" 11. Ozzy closed his eyes. He remembered his own childhood, running from chaos, trying to survive, trying to stay seen. He saw himself in her. He saw his own daughters. He saw every child the world forgot. Something inside him snapped. You're not staying out here," he said firmly. But Lily shook her head violently. "No, please, don't take me to police. They'll take me away. My mom told me to hide from them. She said they don't help people like us." Ozzy felt a storm inside him. This child didn't need money. She didn't need fame. She needed protection. "Okay," he whispered. "Then you stay with me until we find your mother." She looked at him with wide, trembling eyes. "Really?" Ozzy nodded. And for the first time, Lily truly smiled, a real smile, a smile that lit the darkest corner of a city that had forgotten her. Ozzy took her to a nearby hotel. His security guard returned, startled, but Ozzy raised one hand, and the man instantly understood. They booked 2 rooms side by side. The hotel staff stared but didn't question. Once inside, Lily walked in slowly, as if afraid the room would vanish. "Oz, is this really okay?" she whispered. "Of course it's okay. You're safe now." But when they ordered food, she refused to eat. When he offered blankets, she shook her head. When he told her to sleep in the bedroom, she curled up on the couch. "Lily, why are you so scared?" Ozzy asked. She hesitated. Then she said something he wasn't ready for. "My mom said someone was after us." Ozzy froze. "Who?" "A man. She called him the collector. She said he takes girls who don't have anyone." A cold shiver crawled down Ozzy's spine. This wasn't just homelessness. This was danger that Lily's mother hadn't just disappeared. She had been taken. The next morning, Ozzy made calls. Many calls, shelters, hospitals, police contacts he trusted, street outreach workers, and no one had seen Lily's mother. Not a trace. Lily sat on a hotel bed, hugging her knees, watching Ozzy walk in circles. When he finally sat down beside her, her small voice broke the silence. "Do you think she's alive?" Ozzy swallowed hard. "We're going to find her. But do you think she's alive?" He looked into those trembling eyes. "Yes," he said softly. "I do." But inside, he was terrified. That night, something happened. Something Ozzy had feared since the moment he met Lily. While leaving the hotel to grab food, a man across the street lifted a camera, pointed directly at the girl. Click, click, click. Lily shrank back. Ozzy stepped forward, anger boiling. "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" The man ran. Ozzy chased. For 20 seconds, he saw the man's hooded figure sprinting down an alley until he disappeared into shadows. When Ozzy returned, Lily was shaking badly. "I told you," she whispered. "He wants me." Ozzy took a deep breath, pulled her close, and held her until she stopped trembling. "I won't let anyone hurt you," he promised. "Never." Ozzy finally called someone he trusted, a retired LAPD detective named Frank Mallory. Frank had once been assigned backstage security during a tour years ago. Ozzy had saved his son from a drug relapse, and Frank never forgot it. Frank arrived at the hotel, serious and calm. When Lily handed him a note she wrote for Ozzy, Frank's eyes softened. "This girl stays with us," Frank said. "No shelters, no systems. Not until we know who's after her." Ozzy exhaled. He wasn't alone anymore. Frank started digging, and what he found made Ozzy sick. Lily's mother had been living in a rundown motel. Her room had been broken into. Neighbors heard shouting. Witnesses saw a black van, and someone had scribbled a symbol on the wall. A symbol Frank recognized, a symbol that belonged to a trafficking ring. That Lily's mother didn't run away. She was taken, and now they wanted Lily too. Ozzy Osbourne had been a rock icon. He had faced crowds of 100,000. He had lived through madness most people couldn't imagine, but nothing compared to what he felt now. Protecting this little girl had become something deeper than obligation. It had become personal. "I'm not leaving her alone," Ozzy said. "Not for a minute." Frank nodded. He knew Ozzy meant it. They moved Lily to a safer location, Ozzy's private rented house outside the city. There, for the first time, Lily slept through the night, and for the first time, Ozzy felt hope, but the darkness wasn't done. Not yet. 3 days later, Frank barged into the living room holding a file. "I found her," he said. Ozzy jumped to his feet. "Where?" "She's alive, being held on the outskirts of the city. We have a chance to get her." Lily, who had been drawing quietly at the table, looked up. "My mom?" "Yes." Frank said gently, that moment. Lily stood, slowly, quietly, and walked to Ozzy. She took his hand. "Will you come with us?" Ozzy knelt. "I'm not going anywhere." The rescue was quiet, careful, dangerous. Frank led the operation with 2 trusted officers. Ozzy insisted on being there, not inside, but close, waiting in the car with Lily. When Frank finally emerged carrying a weak, bruised woman, Lily screamed. "MOM." Ozzy felt tears burn behind his eyes. Her mother collapsed into her daughter's arms. "You're safe now," she whispered. "You're safe?" Ozzy stood back, swallowing hard. This moment didn't belong to him. This was their miracle. But Lily looked back at him and ran forward, throwing her arms around him. "You saved us," she cried. Ozzy gently wrapped his arms around her. "No, Lily," he whispered. "You saved me." And he meant it. Because Lily had reminded him of something the world had tried to steal from him. The power of kindness, the responsibility of love, the duty to protect the vulnerable. Lily and her mother were placed under protection, a safe home, a new start, a future. But before they left, Lily gave Ozzy something, a new note to a clean piece of paper, written with steadier hands than before. "Thank you for choosing me when the world didn't. You're my hero." Ozzy kept that note inside his jacket. Always, because what he read that night didn't just change Lily's life, it changed his forever. If this emotional story touched your heart, make sure to subscribe to Voices of Darkness and like or share this video with your friends. And if you love Ozzy Osbourne, then share this video and help us reach the 1,000 subscribers target. Show your love now. Also, comment your name below. Your name might be used for a character in our next emotional story.